WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
I hear a little bit of feedback in the mic.
These charges are not mine.
Today's episode of the JB Webb Show is sponsored by Straigh.
Maybe embellishing.
All right, I'm walking down the street now. I'm walking live here on the street. I'm going to see who I can find.
I need to hear the tambourine.
Do you want me to do the JB Webb Show? Oh, I spit on you.
You are not part of the conversation.
Do you? Do you really?
Thank you for holding, Jamie.
I'm listening.
Thank you for holding, Jamie.
Definitely a day job I don't complain about.
Gotta find out what's going on, what you're doing, what you're intending to do.
Love Shack, baby!
Juggernaut of rock action.
My baby understands that cigarettes are dangerous. The child reads avidly, backwards, in every language.
WJBW.
The electronics is so predominant that people would really prefer that.
Yes, welcome. Yes, they do. Easy there, studio audience. Welcome back to another fine installment of the JB Webb Show, commonly known as WJBW, WJBWnetworks.com. That's our website. You can go there. You can complain. You can do stuff. There's lots of fun games for kids and women and men, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm making that part up. Anyway, we are on our 6th live version, in-studio version. There's such a great talent pool here in Orlando, and we always try to offer you something different. So we do interview great musicians, great artists. We have them in studio. Some people own businesses. Some people do different things. I think this is one of our very first hair stylist artists interview. Now, this guy is very incredible, talented, and he's a character. He's funny. I don't trust a lot of people to my hair. Okay, so that's the first thing. I went to Twist Salon. We made an appointment with MK, and I explained to him, hey, this is my thing. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. And through all that process, I said, man, you did a great job, because normally my hair, I don't like to get a cut, so I just let it grow because people jack it up. And halfway through, I mix up the instructions. I tell them the wrong thing opposite of what I said. Anyway, that's all besides the point. We hope that you enjoy this installment. We have a exciting in-studio interview. He is here with us, and he's on time. And welcome, everyone. Give a big round of applause for Michael King, MK, from Twist Salon Studios and Hair Salon. And welcome, sir. How do you do?
I do well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. You're awesome in what you do. I appreciate your talent.
I appreciate your compliments.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of the time it goes unnoticed, kind of the talent that it takes to cut hair, and to do it in such a way. You were using all kinds of different razors and little different things. And I was like, what are you doing? But like I was saying, the thing that I really want to praise you about is that you took my vision and what I wanted, and you kind of told me your impression, or like what you would suggest or recommend, and then it was actually better than what I wanted, because I just knew it from a picture. Right? I got this picture and I was like, hey. So a lot of people lately have been coming to you with very long hair and getting it cut very short.
The spring fever.
Is that what it is? I mean, do you see that a lot of your business? Well, I want to get into your whole backstory and your origin. You're from New York, right?
I'm from Connecticut.
You're from Connecticut. Okay.
Sub-region of New York, I guess you could say.
Right, okay, so up north.
Suburbs of the city.
Okay, so let's reel back. Let's go into the origin story. You're a kid there. What was hairstyling? Was it always something you wanted to do, or give us kind of some flavor around how you got into it? Were you more artistic in one way or another? Or how'd you get into it?
It's kind of funny. I tell these stories all the time. I like to cut the small talk out when I have people in to visit me for appointments, and I want to either have something of substance to talk about, or I'm going to let you sit and process. Because I'm doing a service. I'm not hanging out. I'm working. I grew up with two hairdressers. I've got two aunts.
Okay.
We're hairstylists. One is still with us. And ever since I was a kid, I used to like to play with tassels on a curtain.
Okay,
it's a ponytail. The tassel of a curtain.
Okay, like the drapes, you mean?
Yeah,
kind
like on the end of a
that
drape.
would hold them together. Oh, at the end.
Yeah. It's got like a little seam with like little strings.
Yeah, like a graduation tassel or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It reminded me. Now when I look back, it was all related to hair. It looked like hair. I was fascinated by the way mermaids looked underwater because the way their hair flowed. You know, Little Mermaid was one of my favorites. Tassels looked like ponytails. I used to love My Little Pony. Anything I loved that was a toy
Like with real
had
hair.
Right.
Like that had hair.
Yeah. My mom said that when I was 7 or something like that, or 5.
Yeah.
I said I couldn't stop watching my aunt's hands move while she did hair. I was fascinated.
Okay, so it was kind of direct. You know, it was around. You were in the environment.
It's my
a lot.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I always saw it.
So even at a young age, you said, "Okay, this is cool." And I've seen you with short hair. You almost look completely different.
Yeah.
And then with long hair, you got a very striking features, a very noticeable, unique look. And I think that's kind of what makes you kind of like one of these celebrity, almost freaking celebrity hairstylist or something. Does that exist? Is that real?
Well,
Am I making that up?
I'm not doing any local celebrities other than you at the moment.
Right.
You're it for me.
Dave Siegel. I saw you did his
Yeah,
the dreads.
he's
You cut
another.
his dreads
He's
off.
another. You know,
Yeah.
I think one day being
cut
a
a lot of
celebrity
cool
stylist
people's
is
hair out
cool,
there.
but I think every day I'm
No,
doing
you're the
celebrity
celebrity.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying. What?
Shit. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, my mom always told me I was blessed with a gift, being beautiful. You know, I know that I'm not a bad-looking person, but being beautiful comes with a gift, and you get to command attention from a room, you know? So make sure when you speak, whatever
Right.
you're saying is as beautiful as you look.
Yeah, good way to put it.
You know, so I might have only made a mark in Orlando or Connecticut or on people because what I have to say is as good as I look when I take their attention.
Right, exactly. Well, and that's the important thing. I think that I don't know if people could learn that from you, or
I don't know.
if that's just something like, where did you?
Beauty can't be learned. You're
you seem to,
blessed.
well, you seem to have a gift for gab, I guess. So where did that come from? Because when you were doing my hair, and I don't know if that was just personality, you had some characters, some voices. You were funny as hell.
Right.
Is that just your personality, or what? Like, what is that something you would do? Is stand-up comedy something you would do? Because I was telling you, I'd be like, if you wrote all this down, that could be hilarious.
Yeah, my mom always says, take notes, take notes.
Yeah, take
You
notes.
have
Yeah,
a
write that
ton of
shit down.
material. I always forget. I'm on to the next thing. But yeah, I always used to love to reenact. All that was like a character show, like an SNL.
Right.
When I was a kid, I'd reenact it for my grandfather to make
Right.
him laugh. And him and my mom always said, always leave him laughing. Always leave him laughing. You know? We're all about laughing.
Right.
Yeah, I like it.
Hell yeah.
Me too.
And so when did you move to Orlando? Is that did you do hair in Connecticut also?
I've been
Did
doing
you-
hair 11 years. I moved
11 years, and
Yeah.
you're a pretty young guy. You're in
Yeah.
your 20s, right?
29 in July.
Wow. Okay. 11 years. That's a hell of a. It's better. That's like 3 college degrees
Yeah,
almost.
It's a while. It's a while.
Oh wait, I need to go back to college to add that up. That would be 3 one more year. Next year you'll have 3. No, anyway, 3 times 4.
Yeah,
12.
well,
All right,
I
what-
feel like I have my master's to tell you the truth. The 10th year, everything clicked.
How many haircuts have you done?
Oh, I don't even know.
Anybody?
I could not remember some.
Is it hundreds, thousands,
I would say thousands.
thousands over?
Yeah, of course.
So so if you're booking, at least doing minimum, let's say 100 a year for
Most
11
people
years.
come in for haircuts
Yeah.
included with their color.
Okay.
So let's say I do 30 people a week.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So that's.
30
But
times.
but have you kept that velocity up for the 11 years? Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you say at least
That's true.
100 people a month.
I've been fired a million times.
Oh, you've
you know?
been fired. Oh, so let's hear some funny stories. Right? Let's hear now, nothing that's going to hurt your character or anything like that. Nothing that's
Okay.
going to embarrass anybody else.
I'm an open book. I have
okay,
nothing to hide.
Okay, good. So give me a crazy story from your past, probably from Connecticut or here or whatever. If you want to include a wrap around the firing story as well, you are more than welcome.
I've worked at a lot of different places, you know, and what's cool about Twist is that there's a great sense of humility there. There's a great sense of admiration and a feeling of worth. So while I'm at work, it's really great because I don't have to take myself seriously, but I'm taken serious. It's kind of a really cool mix. And a salon at what?
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say. Is that
A
you
salon
have
I
that.
worked at in Connecticut was very, very serious. It was all about what you
Oh,
looked like.
Okay.
I pretty much hold every salon, every job, or basically my life to this salon. They taught me a lot of my shit. in
Okay,
plain
and this
English.
was in Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
I'll
so
give
this
them
was your-
props. I'll give them props.
So, but they
Fair
were a
shout
little
out.
hoity-toity. It sounds like.
No,
or-
it was
Oh, okay.
it was a hoity-toity clientele.
Okay. They weren't hoity-toity. The people.
No,
the
very down
clientele
to earth. It was my
Okay.
family, you know. But the people that went there expected a certain thing and spent a lot of money because they were worth it. So I hold everything to that standard, you know. My aunt taught me extreme amounts of professionalism, and I could give her all of my talent. I mean, she influenced me.
So she kind of helped you with the etiquette and the Is that what you're saying?
My aunt, my hands work like hers.
Okay.
My expressions are hers.
Right.
So my skill is my aunt's. But I used to get my ass ripped apart in this one place, Hair Chateau. I showed up the night before. I thought I bleached my hair out.
What?
To platinum. It was orange. I walked in. I had clients. I got sent home.
Oh, because you're like, will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Please stand up. So that place, she fired and hired me 4 times, and she
Okay.
told me I had golden hands. It's kind of cool. I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know, like with the haircut you gave me, it came with a wash and everything, and you did a whole scalp thing, and then you put this other stuff. And I don't know. And let's talk about Twist Salon a little. That's where you're at now. If people want to go make a booking, what's the phone number? What do they call? Do you remember? Or what's the website?
407-293-3950. If you want to visit the website and book an appointment easily, first thing you see, you can go to twisthairstudio.com.
Cool.
If you want to know a little bit about me and read the unupdated page, you can go to twisthairstudio.com/Michael King.
Okay, so you
AEL.
have like bio pages. You've been there for a while. Twist Salon's a great place, eclectic, artistic, creative, great vibe there. It's right out off the cusp of Edgewater on
College Park,
on the cusp
Bishop
of College
Moore.
Park on Edgewater. Yeah.
Little irony for you. Twist. I have to give Twist Hair Studio also many kudos. And Jill, the owner.
Yeah.
Jill and Twist allowed me to be me, be a little bit wacky. I've been forgiven many times. I've been praised. I've been, scolded.
Sure.
But I've never felt more of myself until I met Jill.
Okay. And she's the owner out there.
She's the owner, Jill
Twist.
Hegarty.
Okay.
And she's given me the power to not care what other people think.
Right.
And I've really explored my creativity and my humor and all these characters, and I love to do accents. I always have, but all of a sudden I just always revert. I always revert to this hillbilly called Fred Myers from the red neighborhoods of Florida. You know what I'm saying? Real northern Florida. And it's a lot of fun. I black out a tooth with a Sharpie, and I wear a mullet and this little camo jumper, and she just...
Seriously? You just do this not for Halloween or anything? You're just doing
for
it
the fun of it, for the laugh. Me and Jill, we were at Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills dressed up as 2 hillbillies, a blacked out tooth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
drinking wine.
There's
at
a
10
video
a.m.
of that.
Yes, there is.
Okay,
On YouTube.
yeah, that was crazy. So you're outspoken. You started in Connecticut. You learned a lot from your aunt.
Yeah.
When did you come down to Orlando? How long ago was that? How long you been in
June
Orlando?
29th, 12:30 p.m. I pulled into my first apartment.
Okay. What year?
2013.
12:30 p.m.
Yeah, for real.
Was that what, I didn't know. Oh,
I remember.
Yeah, the
It
place
was a big deal.
set up and everything already, or you planned to come down? Or?
No, I said I'm moving to Orlando, and 10 days later, I was in Orlando.
Yeah, you just did it.
Yeah, I was tired of being
Did you know people down here?
Only one person. Her initials are right here on my wrist. I no longer speak with her. I'm too busy.
Oh, you got somebody's tattoo on your arm and now you don't like her?
Well, absolutely.
What?
She was a very important person to me.
Yeah.
So I never want to forget her. I have the Twist logo right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see him?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All my
badass.
tattoos have meaning.
Yeah.
just
How many
don't get
tattoos
'em.
you got?
I don't know, over 30.
And you've done some male modeling. You've done some nude night stuff, right? Or
Nude modeling.
right? Nude modeling. Yeah.
You're
all that
very
stuff.
experienced.
Did you get into that?
Supermodel.
Do you want to do more of that, or what are you thinking as far as?
You know
as
what?
far
I'm
as
open
that
to it.
piece? Yeah.
My dream was always to be a model. Sometimes I feel like I passed that.
The prime.
Yeah, my prime years have passed me. Seriously.
America's Next Top Model. You can't try it out.
Jeez.
Oh, what is that show still on?
No, well now they do dudes.
Oh, they got guys on there.
Yep.
Is that America's Next Top Male Model?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I missed my quality.
What the hell? Go down there.
They got guys now. Go down there.
Just break into the studio.
Hey, look at me.
Open the doors with your face.
Look at me. Put me on your cover if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, just take a look. One quick look.
Yeah, I like it.
Anyway, so I don't want to get you off track. So, so you were in Connecticut for a while doing hair.
Yeah.
5, 6 years, 4 or 5 years, or how long?
I don't know. I mean, I've been doing it 11 years, so 9 years.
Okay, so the bulk of it there.
I tried to move away 3 times.
And maybe that's
know.
it. You've got a northern kind of a sensibility.
Yeah, of course. That's where I grew up.
Yeah. And maybe that's what's most refreshing down here in the South is that you got that northern sensibility about you. You're funny as hell.
Well, I find that I'm a little quicker.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, guys. With all due respect, I'm a little faster than you. I'll call a spade a spade. I'm quicker.
Now, you enjoy doing men's hair Is that your favorite thing to do?
My favorite
you
thing
also,
to do is men's hair.
You
I
do
find
men
it- I have
and
a
women's hair.
passion for that.
At Twist, they have full service salon.
I would cut.
Right.
Yep, full service
Okay.
salon. Yeah, I feel like we're jumping. Are we jumping?
Are we jumping anywhere? No, I'm sitting still.
All right.
No, but yeah, I just don't want to get off track. But yeah, we got plenty of time.
I'll talk on that.
Yeah, I know you will. That's you got to rein me in almost. I think it is.
right.
I got to. Yeah, what are we going to talk about now, Michael?
All right. Well,
MK.
we were talking about Twist. We were talking about Connecticut. I mean, just talking about me. Can you ask me a question? Ask me a real. Did you prepare any questions?
Yeah, of course.
Give me a different question if
Okay.
you want to retract me.
What kind of question do you want?
Something about me, preferably.
I asked you how many tattoos you had. You
I
didn't-
said over 33. That's
Over
last time I
33?
remember counting.
Oh, so you don't know?
Nope.
You can make it a game.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll let each client count.
Yeah, there you go.
Or I could say pick a spot to start.
So what kind of hair do you like doing best?
Men's, I said.
You
Yes,
do?
you're right.
Okay.
That's where we were. Men's. But I like to cut. You know, I don't like to sit down and gab. I don't like the processing, the waiting. So if I could pick one or the other, I'd say let's cut back to back. Somebody else can do the color. I'm pretty good at color, you know?
Yeah.
But people enjoy that more than the other. You know, a lot of salons do one or the other, and I would
Right.
pick cutting.
Right. Okay. So you enjoy the cut. You can do the color. You enjoy the cutting. Men's hair in particular.
I have a vision instantly when somebody sits down.
Okay, so that's what I was just about to ask you. Was
Yeah.
do you get a process? Do you do you talk with the person, or is it from the person says, "Hey, will you do this for me?" Or are you actually kind of selling them on what you think? Are they like you're a consultant, basically?
Well, that's a very good word. That's the most important part of the appointment. The only way
Right.
you're going to get what you want,
Right.
and I'm going to have someone to come back, and be happy when they leave, is to ask questions during the consultation. I need to know what you do in
Right.
the morning, how you do it, how
Right.
long you are willing to
like how you
spend.
manage your hair.
I need to
Yeah.
know what your lifestyle is, what you do for work. I need
Okay.
to know everything about you so I can do your hair according to that.
Right.
Your haircut can't be something that's high maintenance when you're not high maintenance.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But also it's about balance and structure and
Symmetry.
symmetry.
I think
know?
I think you,
You
have
wanna
a
be
natural.
symmetrical.
I think you have a natural. Have you ever done art?
I'm not
do
a
you
Libra,
Draw? Do
by
you?
the way.
You're not a Libra.
Most Libras like things symmetrical.
Oh.
I drew a lot, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what. Okay.
Yeah, I like to draw.
You ever think of doing tattoos?
I have.
You have done.
Yeah, my mom did it for a short period of time in her life.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
her mother was an artist.
Yeah.
We're all just so creative. It's a family of creativity.
your hair and then put a butterfly
I'm gonna-
tattoo on you.
yeah, I'm gonna give you a tramp stamp.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yes.
So, thanks over there, producer.
It's okay. We forgive you. It's okay.
Anyway, we are live in studio. We got actually a little studio audience here. Hey, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, so how's everybody doing? Hey.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for
We've
being
got
here.
Michael King in studio from Twist Hair Salon here in Orlando. TwistHairSalon.com. Is that right?
Studio.com.
Oh,
Twist Hair. Don't listen to this guy.
Yeah.
Twist Hair Studio.
Twist Hair Studio.
Come to me to get your hair done.
No, Twist Hair Studio. It's an awesome facility. It's an awesome artistic looking building.
Yeah.
Right. It
Lots of
houses
color.
you well. Do you, okay. So what are your kind of goals or plans as far as your art form here? Obviously, this is something you could do for quite a while and be really good at it. I'd imagine make good living. Do you have goals or aspirations to reach into different, forms like we just talked about, tattoo, any kind of hair, owning your own salon, or where do you want to take your art right?
You know what? I have so many different ideas and things. I love to act. I love to dance. I love to sing. I love
Right.
to dress people. I love to do makeup. I mean, I just love the arts.
Yeah.
Sometimes my head is just going so fast. I'm doing all these different things before I can even finish another one. Or the
Yeah.
first one. See, I'm ahead of myself.
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah. But now that I've been opened up to all these different confidences, not caring what other people think,
Right.
I have other aspirations like doing characters, which you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
I like to do Indian accents. I like to do yeah.
Give us
seriously.
throw me an Indian. Can
What
do
are you
it?
talking about, my friend? Don't ask me to do something if you think I'm going to be embarrassed.
If you can do it, just
What is
try
going
it.
on here? What kind of
Just
place
try
are you
it.
here?
Just give it one shot. Don't be so bullheaded.
What is happening? Well, you ask and you shall receive, my friend.
Anyway, so that's awesome. So that's spot on. So then you could work that into one thing or another. You've had some little stories and instances there.
Yeah.
If you want to Rodney Dangerfield it on me,
I mean, I know who that is, but I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, just tell your joke.
Did I have one?
Wait, about the Indian guy in the thing? In the store? You used to see him all the time?
Ooh, how I did it back to him.
Right.
Yeah. I got a good story about that. I walk in, his name is Rocky. You know, he'd be happy to hear me mentioning him right now. And I walked in there and I said, you know, Rocky, I do a pretty good Indian accent. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, okay, what's going on, my friend? Good morning. And he's like, what do you mean? I don't sound like that. I'm like, yeah, dude, every day I wake up, I come in here first on my way to work, and you say, what up? I say, what up? Yes, you just said it, what up? What do you mean? I don't say what up. Yes, you did. You just said what up. Fuck you. See you later, bro.
So you have like this little crazy exchange with him.
Yeah, what up? You're saying it now. What up? What up with that, my
But you
friend?
see, and that's what I think that's what's really good about you is your personality is kind of disarming to the fact that
my approach
but
is not
you're
offensive.
Real. Right? Yeah, but you're real. Yeah, so that's why I
Yeah.
think people can maybe and maybe that's more what it is you're a hair artist that's a great consultant and a real personable
It's all
stylist.
It's all about the connection and the energy.
Yeah.
It's all about that.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't have it, you can make it. You just got to ask the right questions.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right.
But not a lot of people have that, and a lot of people like you have gone to get your hair done. You don't know the words to say.
Right. The right language.
Right.
Bangs.
You may say choppy, but you don't mean that.
Okay.
So
right.
then you get choppy and
Right.
you're pissed.
Right.
It's my job
So
to
you
ask you
clarify,
questions and
yeah.
to clarify exactly.
Yeah.
A lot of hairdressers don't clarify; they just do what the client wants because they think that's what's
Right. And then it's your fault because you told me.
right. Well, no, it's not your fault; it's my fault. What are you doing over there?
I don't know what she just said to me.
I just wanted to ask Michael a question.
Go ahead. Okay. Oh, we got a question from the audience. Hold on.
Michael, who were some of your influences to make you want to do hair in the first place?
Okay. Great. Thank you.
My aunt and my grandmother.
Not the Dallas sister?
Her aunt?
Your aunt and your grandmother?
His aunt.
No,
I said
my
her
aunt.
Wow, what an ass. Clearly, I'm an ass.
I
You want to ask a question? Okay, you can stay.
can I answer?
Yeah, let me
Hold on.
answer.
Stay over. I'll turn that mic on for you. Hold
I
on.
love you.
So go ahead.
No, my aunt was a hairstylist. Terrific. I work just like her. My haircuts
Yeah, you
pretty
weren't
much
here
start
earlier.
off just like her. You know, my grandmother, I used to watch her get ready from. She'd come out of after she would shower and she'd
Right.
have on her robe and she would sit and I'd watch her put on her hair. I'd put on her makeup, style her hair perfectly.
Yeah.
And I'd
this
have to
is
leave
like-
the room while she got dressed. I was little.
She was like a product of the 50s, kind of that whole kind of snazzy.
Well, she's
Wear a
70
suit
now.
on an
She's
airplane.
Young.
Oh.
My grandmother's young. She's 70.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people don't have their grandmothers that are.
Well, I'm saying
28,
back in the
29.
50s, people had a little bit more decorum, or were a little bit more spit polished in certain regards, right?
Well, I mean, at least, yeah, but
or
I
maybe
mean,
that's the only pictures we see from the past. I don't know.
But 30 years ago, she was 40, so it wasn't necessarily the 50s because I'm 30. Know what I mean?
Right. So she was the 50s and 20.
She was
60s,
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
60s was her prime,
Yeah.
Because I could picture that big wig, and the big white and pink collar with the heel,
Yeah.
I could totally picture her. But my aunt and my grandmother were my biggest influences. My mom was never really into the hair. She was just, not into it. And now, what was your question, Travis?
Okay, yeah. Let me turn your mic on over there. We got a few people hanging out in studio here, so go ahead, bud.
Yeah, Michael, I was just curious. You cut my hair. You did a wonderful job, and I felt like you were using a lot of intuition, as into like kind of feeling
Did you
out.
tell him what you wanted?
No.
Because you had long hair too,
Yes,
didn't you?
exactly. And I didn't tell him, but I feel like maybe you realize it, maybe you don't realize it, but I think it's a lot of intuition, quite possibly.
Oh, well, so what's the question? Does intuition play a factor in what you do?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have to. I also feel like it's reading people. It's reading body language and knowing when people certain words turn certain people off. So I go in talking to somebody, keeping it neutral. I know what to ask to get them to say it and give me the answer before they even know they're giving me the answer. Intuition, what is that exactly? What
Hard
would you
to
say
say,
that
yeah.
exactly is? Is that an unspoken connection?
That would be like, okay, I know what I see this person with their haircut like this. I feel like I know what would make them happiest without them even telling me,
right,
and then doing it. Even though you ask the questions to make them feel comfortable, because I know that,
right.
it was tough. It's tough to get the haircut off, right?
Right.
And it's
it's a big thing. When you have long hair, it typically means you don't trust somebody.
I just cut a guy's hair yesterday. His name is Dave Siegel.
Yeah, I saw the dreads.
Look, right,
dreads.
He's had them for 15 years.
Yeah, that's an investment,
give or take 1 or 2. Right, and he was. Dave, sorry, bro, I'm throwing you under the bus a little bit. But, he was hesitant to go ahead with it because he had this look for so long. He had felt like his hairline was receding.
Yeah.
That's something that we've all experienced.
Sure.
I'm experiencing it myself.
Yeah.
My hair, I could see my scalp if I don't do the right things that I know. My little tricks up my sleeve. You guys have to visit me to find out.
American hustle.
But, American hustle. But, so... There's all these things, what I think is really cool is when a guy wants to look good. When a guy can admit he wants to look good, that is what I'm passionate about with men's hair. Every chick wants to look good, right? All the girls want to look good. That's
where it's at.
Bro.
That's
I really want to speak on this one because that was a perfect question, by the way, Travis, because you got me rolling now. Women are expected to be a certain way. There's a stereotype, right? Well, there's a stereotype of a guy. If a guy happens to get highlights, he's either going to look one of two things. Like he got his hair colored or gay. And those are the top 2 scariest things for a straight man. And my entire clientele, I would say, out of it, 80% are straight men. Want to know why? Because they trust me. Because I am a gay dude, on live air right now. I am a gay dude who's just a gay dude in my private life, in my bedroom,
Right.
Not many people enter, So I'm just a dude in life who has an eye for style, an eye for structure, an eye for balance, and an eye for what other people want and connecting. And when a guy can openly admit or take my advice, given all of the stereotypes in life,
right,
you know what I'm saying? I don't need to elaborate.
Right.
My stereotype on who I am with you when you're a straight dude, and not being able to be friends with that. It's a different world. And when I have that trust and that that these people really, truly respect me and appreciate what I have to say, that's what gets me rolling every single day out of my bed to go to work, because I love to make men look good. And a lot of my clients say they get laid every time they leave the salon when they get their hair cut.
Right.
Right. I'm pretty proud
I can
to say
attest.
that.
I can attest to your skills. My hair was long and crazy, and I had bad experiences getting my hair cut. And you did a great job. You did a fantastic.
Thank you
it's
very
perfect
much.
to this day. And I went into lengths and detail and told you what I wanted, and then you did the same thing and told me what you saw. And I said,
and
"Wow,
what I
that's
got
great."
from you and understood.
Yeah, and my thing is halfway through the haircut, right? I'll screw up the person doing my hair and say, "Oh, it's wrong,"
That's
and
what I
then
do.
it jacks it up, right? And then so through the middle of the haircut you gave me, you were like, "Wait, do you trust me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I forgot. You're right."
Yeah, I do. That's I call
just-
those check-ins.
I told you, yeah. Don't let me change my mind in the middle. Yeah. So, and that's good. And I love that you like to say, "Hey, you know what? It's a representation of you." And for me, it's trust. I don't trust a lot of people with scissors behind me. You know, you did a great job. Let me ask you a question about Dave. Did he make an appointment, or did he kind of spur of the moment do that?
He was our camera guy for the weekend.
Yeah.
We needed a camera guy. We hired him. Terrific job. Him and his partner Justin, or a coworker, and
bootleg TV.
He just saw my work over the weekend, and we just were. Am I answering the question? We were talking, and he did not have an appointment. It was Monday, which is actually my day off, but I went up there to clean up after the weekend, and he's sitting there just BSing with me, and asked me a couple questions, and I went on my little rant, and he said, "Okay, cool." And I said, "I got to get out of here, run some errands." I got a call from Jill 5 minutes later. "How close are you to the salon? Dave wants to cut his hair and he wants you to do it." I talked him into it in 3 sentences. I
That's
just
awesome.
said what he needed to hear to have the confidence to go for it. And change is freaking good.
Yeah.
It feels good. Brings me back to make that connection to what you said earlier. Spring fever. The winter is
kinda
over.
shed
We all feel good. The sun is back. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's time for a cool
You need
change.
a good haircut that doesn't make you hot. If you got long hair.
Yeah, and I'm growing mine at the time.
TwistHairStudio.com. I think we have another question.
Yeah, Michael, I wanted to ask you, have you ever, I know the symmetry of the face means a lot as far as the style, what you're doing with your art, but have you ever said to a client, "No, I won't do this"?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us, what can you tell us about that? Kind of
Somebody wants bangs, and I say, hey, how about we meet in the middle? You can always cut more off.
And are they happy at the end?
Typically, when people take my advice after a decade of doing this, and after a decade of studying people, and after a decade of trial and error, yes, most people are happy with my suggestions and are glad that they didn't do what they wanted to do.
Yeah, and they're definitely valuable because when you talk about the haircut you gave me again, I have to go back to it just because it's every day. So now I could do.
You really look great.
I could do one simple thing in the morning, right? Wash my hair, whatever. Do one simple thing. Use a
Beep,
little
bop,
bit of
boo.
use a little bit of product, and bam, it's done. Yeah, I don't have to really think about it.
Bada bing.
And I don't look like I'm gonna take your children and go start in elementary school in a crawl space or something.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's questionable with your before picture because
All right,
I was looking at it on the way here. I said, "Damn, I did a good job." But you are a handsome man. I thought you were when I first met you, when it was all pulled back.
That's where it's at.
But much better looking today.
Fuck whip.
Yeah. All right. We are
Baby.
on WJBWnetworks.com speaking with Michael King.
That's me.
MK is a great nickname. That's a good little name.
Yeah, I'm trying
You're
to.
on
I'm
Twitter.
trying to brand
You're on
it.
Facebook. Do you have a fan page or anything like that? I know you got the bio page with the twisthairstudio.com.
Yep, and then my Facebook page facebook.com/ The Twisted King G.
Now, is this the same slash from Guns N' Roses, or what? Is it a different slash?
Dude. Yeah. He's just leaning a little bit forward. Facebook, got that covered. Instagram is / the Prom King Kong.
The Prom King Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be prom season soon.
Well,
where'd you get that name? What's that name all about?
Well, M King.
Yeah,
is my name.
Cool.
Right? The professional M King, the Prom King,
which
I never was. Motherfuckers.
Do you get people that are in that area that kind of want you to tell them what they need? I mean, is that a lot of what you run into?
Oh,
do people kind of come in there with a preconceived thing?
Yeah,
What's
some
the
people
majority?
some people look like Mimi from the Drew Carey Show and expect to leave looking like Jennifer Aniston or Cameron Diaz, And I have to tell them, not happening. Ever.
So then you make a good suggestion.
Yeah, I said,
They're happy.
I mean, that looks like a really good idea, but I don't even know if that's really going to be you.
Right.
So, or can be. So why don't
You
we look
can
at these
even do
options? Let's go to the back of the book.
Go to the glass.
Last resort chapter. No, people come in and they think that they can have what they want because of these magazine covers that tell them they can have it in 2 seconds, and it's not true.
Right.
You can't have anything that's on a magazine cover. It's not real.
How important is your scalp and your hair as far as healthy hair? Because when you did that scalp treatment, and tell me what you put on there too. I guess that's part 2 of the question.
We use Davines hair product. It's from Italy.
Okay.
It's a family company.
Okay.
Terrific stuff. Honestly, there's only two product lines in 11 years of doing hair that I truly believe in, and Davines is one out of the 2.
What's the
number
other?
1 out of the 2? The other one is Lanza. I'll give it to him.
Okay.
Lanza stuff works.
Okay.
The Davines stuff works. And I'm Italian, so I'm going to say, Italians do it right a lot of the times.
Yeah.
And their product is unbelievable. So mad props to you guys. Davines, what was the question? Sorry, everybody.
Oh yeah, no problem.
What was the question?
I've forgotten it too.
Shit.
What did I say? Oh no, is there something to the health and of the scalp
okay.
treatment? Yeah.
So what I used on you was the energizing shampoo and the
Okay.
energizing scalp massage oil, and what's in that are caffeine phytoceuticals. So what does caffeine do when you drink it?
Right.
It gets the heart pumping, right?
Oh,
it's the blood flowing. Okay, morning. So how does your body and your skin and your fingernails and your legs and your arms and your eyes and your lips get nutrients? Through your blood, okay? It gets
Right.
oxygen through your blood.
Right.
So when you use caffeine, it gets your blood pumping
Yeah.
faster. If you put that directly onto the scalp, it gets the scalp mixed with a good vigorous shampoo
Right.
and a nice massage.
Right.
Scalp massage.
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes I'm talking,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
that gets it penetrated right there. It gets the blood flowing, which is why you start tingling. It's tapping into those little blood vessels, and it gets everything moving.
That's
it's
incredible.
getting your oxygen, it's getting your vitamins, it's getting your nutrients to your scalp. It's helping the existing hair, and it's potentially promoting new growth to come back or to save what you've got. You know, it also deducts the production of sebum, which is a natural oil that comes out of your scalp, which makes buildup.
What's it called?
Sebum, SEBUM.
Oh.
It's a
And
natural oil.
your head secretes it? Or
Yes, you got
just
it.
in your head?
Yeah, your scalp.
It's the only place.
It's natural oils, sebum. Yeah,
It's the only place you can find it. On your scalp.
Well, I don't know. Google it, Mr. Computer. I could be
don't know.
wrong. Definitely, probably
thought
the
you
skin.
would
I would
know.
say the
That's-
neck up. I would say
Oh.
the neck up.
Okay, so in this area, kind of
Yeah.
sebum. Oh, that's interesting.
Sebum, yeah.
What is it? So that's why some people
this
have
is
more
what happens.
oil or not. Okay.
Right, and a lot of people that have oily hair tend to start balding and things like that. For example, I have an oily scalp and an oily face, okay? So that clogs your pores. And what happens when you suffocate something? It dies. So you're suffocating your follicles with your oil production. This is regulating
That's a
it.
good point. Right.
You know, so that's
a good
what I
point.
used on you. As a
Okay.
man who's prone to receding, who's prone to thinning, which you do not have a problem in either.
Okay.
But those are good things to use.
So that's
For you.
what you just said, and thank you. But what you just said kind of made me think of something. Are there, preventative ways or curative ways, stylish
Get the
ways
blood
to
moving.
deal
Exercising, right?
with those people's, with thinning hair or receding hairline?
Yeah, well, they tell you to exercise to keep your body young.
Right.
Exercise your scalp.
Okay.
How do you do that? You massage it. You scrub it.
Rub my head.
You see someone professionally regularly. Your hair isn't to be taken any less seriously than your teeth.
Right.
It's important to you,
That's
isn't
a great
it?
point. That's a great freaking point.
It's important to you.
You're right. And, like you said earlier about men that actually care about that, whatever the metrosexual term is or
Well,
what have you.
that's
I think it's
scary.
smart.
Yeah, but metrosexual is scary to dudes because guess what it means in layman's terms? Gay.
Okay.
Seriously.
Is that just
as
another...
a gay dude? That's what I'm seeing. That's what these straight men. You're metro, dude. You're a fag.
Right.
That's truly a real fear. Girls don't want to be fat. Guys don't want to be gay, and it's just a real thing. It's okay, guys. You could look good. Don't you want to attract a chick? Go get your freaking haircut by your pro. Get a highlight, dude. Not going to make you look gay or like you got your hair colored. It's
okay.
It's
We
okay.
forgive you. It's okay.
It's so important to just be
Yeah.
cool with doing the thing. It's okay to get pampered.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Androgyny.
Oh, she said andro. Yeah, and go into the modeling thing too for me as well, because if that's something you want to do a little bit more, we kind of skirted away from that.
I
but-
get Prince and Lenny Kravitz a lot, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Prince
like
is
you look like
beautiful.
somebody's rock love child or something. You could be. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't he? I don't. Okay.
Yeah, that would be quite an
Yeah.
experiment. I obviously came out of a tube.
Well, don't say that. It was a hair processing tube.
Yes. Jesus. Squirted right out.
Do those exist?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Work it in.
So androgyny, the modeling.
Androgyny is cool.
It is.
Androgyny
It's
is cool.
trendy, I guess, right?
I mean, it's though
Is it
in.
trendy?
It's in style.
Is it always in?
sometimes.
It's always kind of in, I guess.
No, it's unique.
It's a unique human.
It's unique. It's like a woman who has a masculine build. That's sexy. That is sexy. Tall, broad shoulders. I mean, let's think about this for a second. Every supermodel, although ultra thin, they're tall, broad shoulders. What are those two characteristics of a man, right? Isn't it cool when you see, I mean, I don't know about if you think it's so cool, but, some people think that it's cool to see a thin, like the guys that are walking the runway for men's clothing. Perfect. Okay. It's the opposite. It's thin, small, frail, tight,
Right.
toned, pretty.
Right.
Soft features.
Right.
Girls have cheekbones that are fucking knocking
Yeah, I
down
guess you don't see a
doorways.
lot of lumberjacky guys walking down the...
It's reversed because
Right?
they have to. They
Yeah.
have to. They have to balance. They have to stand out.
Yeah.
They have to. I don't know. I don't know if that's making any sense at all, but it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I see your head nodding back there. It's
Yeah,
making sense.
we've got some questions.
It's
We've got
got
some
to.
people. We got people.
Keep.
Oh, she's got
spinning.
another question. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. We've got another question here. Okay, no, it's just because you're here. Welcome to the show. Ask your question.
I've been
Hold on.
dying to hang out with you personally.
You just
so
wanna
this
sit
is
here?
this is hanging out.
No, I wanted to know, I met Jose Hebert, I've met Vidal Sassoon.
Okay.
And I'm curious because it seems like there are no role models out there like there used to be in the hair industry as far as this is that guy,
Mm-hmm.
or that woman or whatever. Do you ever see yourself in your career becoming one of those icons that we just lack in the industry today.
My goodness, I just got chills.
Yeah, so did I.
I just really, truly got, I truly got chills. You know, I have to say, Vidal Sassoon is so familiar for me to hear. You know, there are so many other names that are familiar to me, for me to hear, but I can't say one impacted my life to where I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to be like them. No, I want to be like, you know, Massimo Liguori from Salon Massimo in Branford, Connecticut. I want to be like Gina D'Erico, my blood, my aunt from Image Salon in West Haven, Connecticut. I want to be like Fiori Citelli from Hair Chateau. I want to be like so many people that influenced me that I worked for. Right. You know, those are my role models, the people that have taught me and trained me. You know, so these other people, I do know who they are, and great for them. Right. But they have not truly touched me personally, and my talent isn't just because I do good hair. It's truly within me. It's a passion. So yeah, one day I would love to be an idol, not for being a great hairdresser, making up this color or this technique, just for sharing and spreading love and making people feel good and giving people what they want when they don't even know what the hell they want. And also taking care of people. I love to take care of people. Mm-hmm. That's what I do. I take care of you.
Well, the hair is the frame of the face.
Sure.
Would you agree? So, you know, when I admire hair artists is what I would call you. Okay. And I admire them because it's been in my life, my whole life. And I would compare people that do cuts like Sassoon, which was, to me, he was amazing because he did something that nobody else did, which was class up the hair environment and say, no, I'm not going to do that. I refuse to do that and professionalize it. But I see you and hair artists in the future become like YSL, Yves Saint Laurent, Karl Lagerfeld, and just other like Coco Chanel, and just be like the new way of how to view a hair artist. So I think that's where you're going.
Well, you're going to fund his whole fashion line now.
I'm extremely honored that you would compare what I do to that. You know, I think that you're basically saying changing the ball game, or maybe refreshing it a little.
Well, maybe that's kind of your life. She's
having
sensing
a new
that
approach or perception of what the game is.
Yeah, and you need to find what that is, maybe, or maybe it's not finding it and just being you. You know, I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what's great about where you're at now. Twist, it gives you a real great forum to be yourself. You're creative. You're able to speak the truth to people. Give them good advice. Yeah. You know, a lot of the times you go into these little places and they got to say what they got to say, almost scripted. And you can tell you're genuine. It's natural. And maybe so it's the consulting side of it that's really what you should concentrate on, because it's even more of a
I'll tell you,
consultant.
I'll tell you, I've got to give two other people in my family a little bit more props, and that's my grandfather and my mother, who are very much alike. My grandfather was chief of police in the town I grew up in.
Okay.
And his job was changing situations for the better. Talking to people, protecting people, being safe.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
He ran a city. The safety of the city. He ran it for some time. Now, that wasn't when I was growing up, but it was. And we are all very safe people, and sometimes we could be paranoid. And my mom, gift of gab, my mom's got it. We used to go to CVS, Walgreens, or the grocery store for toilet paper. We'd be in there 45 minutes. We made 2 new friends. Somebody's coming over for dinner I never met before. And we got a cart full of groceries because we've been shopping with somebody else that's a stranger. Right. Up and down the aisles, And that is me. I went to Michael's Crafts, and I talked to 2 girls for 45 minutes. For no reason, but just because we.
What were you talking about?
Everything. My mom says, if you can connect with somebody, enjoy it and roll with it if you got the time, because everybody knows something you don't.
And that's what I think is great about you. You go to get a haircut and you get some kind of wisdom out of it. You get some kind of great transformative experience. But that's what is good.
We're just
about being
it
genuine.
And we're sharing it.
Yeah, well, that's why
Todd Morgan says.
I was like, you know what, that guy was so good, man. And I've helped other people that do hair, and I know other people that do hair. And again, hands down, you've given me the best haircut I've had probably all my life.
Wow.
Because, I'll tell you, one time I went to a hair salon and I had really long hair, and I said, cut it, kind of trim it short. I just want it to be like thinned out or whatever. And they would say, okay. And then that's exactly where I'd walk out of there looking like the damn Dutch boy or like I'm on a Quaker Oats thing. I'm like, what the hell?
Buster Brown.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell just happened? I hate you. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me again, please.
Well, you know what? And then that's when people get scared and nervous to go to another hairstylist, and they're all freaked out.
Right.
And that's when what I do, which is consulting and connecting, counts.
Yeah.
Because I need to ease your trust. Not to mention, if you're shopping in Nordstrom and somebody came up to you and started touching your hair and rubbing your shoulders and your neck and putting their hands on you while they're talking to you in your eyes and less than a foot away from your face sometimes, you'd call security. You come in and you let me touch you, and that opens the floodgates for people.
Right.
You let me put my hands on you, male, female, whatever. And that isn't the norm. By the way, I think it's very important for everybody to know the definition of normal. And like my aunt used to say, who's no longer with us, look it up. Look up the definition of normal. It's quite interesting.
Okay, so let's do that right now. Let's take a break here. Hold on. Let me do that. I'm bringing up Google, and I'm just going to type normal in there, right? Normal? Mm-hmm. All right, so let me see what they get. Of course.
Normal death.
Normal. Let's see. Conforming to the standard or the common type. Usual. Not abnormal. Regular.
Sounds like an opinion to me, what normal is.
Yeah.
Remember those stickers?
Yeah, it's
Why
subjective.
Be normal?
Yeah, it's subjective then, I guess.
It's being a sheep, not a shepherd. It's going with
looking
all
like
the crowd.
everybody else out there.
Yeah. Cookie cutter, if you will.
So you are an entertaining guy. You're a character. Besides that, you're super talented behind the scissors, and you use
the chow.
Yeah, you use like scissors and a razor, and there was like
I used like 5 or 6 different tools.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on?
Cutting
Barbara
tools.
of Seville, damn Edward Scissorhands over there.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? But no, you did a great job. You're excellent. At what you do, and for having only a decade under you, you're really walking the line of a master.
Thank you.
I think that's the road you're on. So thanks again for coming in, brother. I appreciate it, man. You're a stand-up guy. What's the best way people want to go check you out? Why are my things not working? Oops. twisthairstudio.com/Michael King. Mm-hmm. That's all you got to do. You go see your bio there. You can book an appointment. What's the number? You got it off the
407-293-3950.
There you go. So if you've got hair and you want somebody to trust and somebody
you've got
new,
hair, I've got the care.
You got hair? Hey, do you have hair?
Do you care about your hair? Then get over here.
Hey, I know a lot of people out there have hair. I got this guy. He cuts it.
Listen here, see, as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best. See?
You want to know what, though? The best way to check out my stuff is to go to Instagram and...
Okay, Prom King Kong. What was it again?
The Prom King Kong. Yeah.
It's
T-H.
at the Prom...
Yeah,
what
at the Prom King Kong. T-H-E.
The Prom King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of prom people in there?
No. No.
Why do we clap for that?
I don't know.
What the hell was that?
We hate prom. We hate curls.
So you're listening to WJBW, the JB Webb Show. I, of course, am JB Webb. We're sitting in studio talking with MK, again, a hair artist. We're doing an interview with talented people and deserving people. We do that every week out of the studio Tuesday evening, 6 p.m. So go check out Michael. Get involved. Again, what would you say if somebody has... can they consult with you over the phone even too? Do you take phone calls? No.
Do not even try.
Don't be like, I'm not a...
No, make an appointment so we can sit down face to face, eye to eye.
Michael's phone bank. So you like the face-to-face consult?
Yeah, and you want to know what? I don't know what you want, and I don't know what you need.
Right.
I can't see
It's
you,
hard
please.
to describe over... I guess you're right.
I'm going to say it now for anyone that's listening and those who listen to it after. Don't call me and expect a consultation. Don't
Tons
even
of calls.
bother.
Let's give them calls. No, I'm just...
Don't bother me. I'm busy.
Go down there and see them. That's the best way.
Make an appointment to come in. Let's have some time.
There's some other talented stylists and stuff down there as well.
Everybody
right?
is terrific.
I don't know the whole crew there, but I'm glad to have known you, and I'm glad to have met Jill, and I'm glad to have met you guys. You're super talented again. Thanks for coming out and doing this, man. I really appreciate it.
It's not over yet, is it?
Oh, hell no. All right. No, we're going to... here, let me put on a song for a couple minutes so everybody can kind of go to the bathroom, and freshen up their drinks.
You want to make it? You want to make it Nicki Minaj and
do
Drake?
a couple. No, I can't. I don't have
Truffle butter?
I don't have the rights to play that. I can only play what's this? Jazz Safari. Maybe you'll like this. Enjoy. This is from like across the country.
Okay.
This is a group called Jazzafari.
All right.
And they're pretty badass. It's a song called Unit. But we're going to cut away and kind of get a drink of water and chill out. So hang out with us for a minute. We'll be right back to do some breaking news badly with our in-studio guest, MK, Michael King of TwistHairStudio.com. Oops, that's my bad. Hey, welcome back. We're going to do some breaking news badly. Wow.
And now, breaking news badly.
All right. Hashtag breaking news badly. It's a segment. It was born on our other show, The Circadian Cast. The Circadian Cast plays all original music. We try to do that show once a week as well. So you can send your original music to our other production at this email address, originalmusicsubmission@WJBWnetworks.com. You can attach an MP3 or audio file and or preferably guide us to a site where we can download your content in relatively high quality for free with no viruses. And that'll be fantastic. So it's real simple. Lots of people do it. Lots of people we get lots of hip hop all the time, which is great. And we love it. So Breaking News Badly was born on the Circadian Cast. And we kind of use it over here on the JB Web Show too, just because it's a good way to not be accountable to actually having to tell the news. We could jack it up as much as we want. First story I found that I thought was crazy. It's the selfie toaster.
What is this?
So this is crazy. It's a story from IncredibleThings.com. The selfie toaster toasts your face onto bread.
Okay, this is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, hold on. Let me do you a solid here, and let me bring up this browser. Let me close that browser.
Close your browser,
and I'm going to close down my stick it in your browser.
Hey, up your browser. With
Yeah, we're all up in your browser, yo. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me turn the TV on. Let me cast the Chromecast.
Point it on.
Sponsored by Chromecast. God dang it. So then you recently did this other guy with his hair with long hair. Today, I see it right now. I'll show
Look,
you
he so cute. Cut it all off. Oh, look at that.
There he is up
Just
there,
look
little
at it.
Joey.
That's all you
Okay,
can
so
do.
let me go to the to the article. The selfie toaster toasts your face onto bread. So it's a little toaster. Oh shit!
Here's to looking at
so
you.
it's a little toaster, right?
In the morning.
And it kind of just does a etching of you. It burns your image into a piece of toast. And, of course, I guess it works best on white toast.
Could you open this a little bigger?
Cast this tab. Here you go. What? You can only use white bread, I guess, really. I mean, right? I mean...
Unless you're black.
Look at that. This comes to you from IncredibleThings.com. In case you're not narcissistic enough, you can wake up with a nice big bowl of Narcios and a damn piece of toast with your face on it, and you can
little pumpernickel
butter your own face up. So
I mean,
butterface. Would you buy that?
Everything's good butter face.
Right, I heard that.
Now, I mean, would I buy that? No.
Right.
Would I buy it for a kid for fun?
Okay, like an easy bake oven or some shit.
Yeah. Just to stimulate the mind.
Yeah.
The creativity.
Just be like, here you go. Okay, yeah. Like, here, learn technology and have delicious toast.
Yeah. Press this to see yourself.
Yeah.
Every morning.
I wonder what other features it has. But anyway, so I thought that was an interesting story. And then this other article, it's a new device.
Okay.
This comes from gizmag.com. G-I-Z mag. Easy there. One letter off. It's not a porn site. New device.
One letter off. Got it.
New device designed to restore brain functions via the tongue. Apparently, this is from 2013. A prototype tongue buzzing.
What? Pull it up.
Let me read this real quick to you.
I got to see this.
It's a little tiny piece of junk looking thing, crazy thing. Like, look at that whacked out tongue depressor, right? So scientists at the University of Wisconsin-Madison have created a device, and this is, again, from 2013, known as PONS, that shows promise for the treatment of traumatic brain injuries, strokes, or the effect of disease such as Parkinson's and multiple sclerosis. So researchers of the U.S. Army Medical and Material Command are now they have been conducting studies on this device, which works by stimulating the patient's tongue.
Okay.
So somehow they're creating a loop between the brain and the tongue and using this tool to do that.
That would make sense. I mean, it's probably all connected.
Well, there's some kind of, the back of your brain is definitely, got that region there that tells everything what to do in your body, right?
Sounds French to me. French tongues.
Yeah.
Question.
All right, so
croissant.
Let me see. One more. I think I got one more good one here. And because we do live broadcast, like radio stuff like this, I'll just breeze through this one. Norway, the country of Norway.
Yeah.
They will be the first country to turn off FM radio in 2017.
So music.
No, they're turning off the radio. Norway.
Well, what about AM? They
turning off. Well, I presume so. I don't know why they keep AM. We got to have a Rush Limbaugh, boy. Boy, oh boy, what I would do. Listen to that crappy AM signal with that Rush Limbaugh, man. What would I do?
I don't know. What do you mean FM? No radio.
Okay, well, yeah, I was going to glaze past it, but hold on.
I want to go into it.
You want to go into it? All right, let me find out.
On the radio.
Don't do that. It's too loud. No, you're doing great.
Sorry.
That little megaphone Scott Weiland thing you just did there, don't do that. That's funny.
Guys, I'm rocking out here.
Are you too? No, you're not too young. All right. So Norway will be the first country to turn off FM radio in 2017. Norway's Minister of Culture announced this week that a national FM radio switch off will commence in 2017, allowing the country to complete its transition over to digital radio. Oh. It's the end of an era. So they're no longer traditionally broadcasting. It's all going to be digital.
Jeez, I'm like,
So what do you mean, no
Right?
music?
Well, like over here, we no.
What a ding
So what
dong.
does that mean? What about the hurricanes?
No, it's a good question though, because yeah, what about it? But I think I think they should give those damn signals to the people of America, like you and me. They give us a damn radio station if you don't want it.
Yeah,
right. I mean, they built all these towers and the signals.
Yeah, I got a lot
We're
to
just
say.
going to screw this technology, and you should never do that. I don't think.
Tune in to me tomorrow. I got a lot to say.
What would you do? How would you program a radio station?
I wouldn't do anything. I'd say it
in
all.
Norway. First off, how do they? No,
I don't even know.
Norwegian. I can't even.
I don't know, but that was like
yeah. Wait,
voice
we should have
off.
prepared for that.
I don't. We always revert back to Northeast. I don't know why we just go. It's so easy for us.
It turns into this.
I don't even know why it does.
Joey, I had blood in my ear.
Joey, listen to me. It's Tony. Give me a call back when you get this. I heard Mary is cheating on me and the kids are doing drugs.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, yeah, so I wanted to blow past that, and we'll just do that now because this one is the best one, and this is what we'll kind of close on.
As far as the news goes?
It is from Elite Daily. Yeah. Yeah, as far as our news. Here, I'll pull this up because this is really worth it.
If you ask me, no news is good news.
Fuck with me. It's war.
EliteDaily.com says, fuck being PC. Why I'm offended about how easily you are offended.
Agreed.
Right?
Yeah.
How easily offended you are. Oh, I totally said that wrong.
Like
but
you're just self-centered.
you get the point.
It's not all about you.
Right.
It's not revolving around you.
Right.
Relax.
That's how you tag that.
Don't
That's
take
going to
it
be a hook.
personally.
You just sit there. Yeah. Give me some more hooks. Yeah. But so here's the article. I'm sorry. I'm like laughing at you instead of doing anything. This is from Zara Bari in Culture from EliteDaily.com.
Okay.
I'm a girl who possesses many a trait, but intolerable is not one of them. I'm a fairly accepting soul and consider myself extra plugged into the sensitivities of those who surround me. However, there is a stealth handful of specific breeds holding court in this great kingdom of the human race who attain the remarkable ability to turn my usually set at room temperature blood to that of a hot and dangerous boil. At the top of the list, not the very top, that's reserved for racists, rapists, sorry. I was going to say rappers. I was like, that's racist.
Oh, really?
Racists, religious extremists, and the like are politically correct or PC and the oh so easily offended.
She could totally have condensed that into one sentence. I'm a considerably reasonable person whose blood boils every now and then. You know? What's with all the extra?
Yeah,
though?
exactly. It's ridiculous. What are you doing over there?
You're wasting my time.
It was like a big long epic. Dear Anne. Dear God, it's me, Margaret. What the hell are you doing?
If it ain't quick, I'm going to click off.
So what do you think about that, though? That's a good article. It's
That
a good
is a good article.
Like, I'm pissed off that you're so pissed off about everything.
Yeah.
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 You cranky son of a bitch.
I'll tell you, one of my really good friends, this one time, something happened. We were at the mall.
Yeah.
We were getting a little taste, you know? Back in the day when I worked at the mall, I
it's a whole culture, the mall, isn't it?
And that was my real accent, by the way. Back in the day when I worked at the mall.
Yeah, you got to say it like that, though. From
back
being
in the
from
day.
Yeah.
I worked in the mall. And, you know, I didn't have any money because I was working in the mall, no offense. And, you know, I spent it all on partying and dressing nice. And, you know, I worked in the mall. I had all the sunglasses. And I would just go sample all the Chinese restaurants. I'd have a few pieces of chicken. I'd eat one. Let me try the orange. Let me try the other one, the General Tso's, whatever. And I'd be full by the time I got to the other end of the court.
Yeah.
And my friend took a little taste of chicken. And when she went to throw it back into the garbage can, it went into somebody's plate full of food.
Like sitting near the garbage can or something?
Well, they were leaning. They were taking their food from the people who worked there over the counter. And as the lady handed the plate of food to the customer, the consumer, the paying person who was starving,
she banked it off the trash.
She flicked her toothpick into the lady's fresh plate of hot steaming Chinese food.
Wow.
And like, not for nothing. Let me tell you again. Toothpick. A toothpick. How disgusting, right?
Yeah, it's in your mouth.
That's something to be offended by. But like, you know, somebody else saying something stupid. I mean, people really do take everything else personally. You know, that's half the problem.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of the
personally.
problem. Yeah, that I think, we as Americans take a lot of our liberties for granted, and one thing we do is we overdo the judgmental thing. It's like, what the
we're
hell?
presumptuous.
It's like, what the hell?
Everybody's presumptuous.
Like,
Why don't you mind your own business?
I gotta fit into your little paradigm. I don't fit into your little box world. So that's the thing. I think that's crazy, right? That we allow this, and I think social media is one thing. When people get a free soapbox and speech, and they can say whatever the hell they want, then everybody's thinks they're Ann Landers and shit.
You know what else? Everyone. Truthfully, I really feel it sounds a little harsh, but everyone needs to mind their own business. I mean, I've got clients that I've been doing for almost 2 years now. June 29th, again at 12:40 p.m. will be 2 years that I've been here, and I still don't know what some of these people do for work.
Okay, so you haven't gotten
I don't
to that.
ask questions,
You haven't even gotten to that.
I ask questions when it comes to what you're coming to see me for.
Yeah, you don't get...
I don't ask personal shit.
Right.
I don't care, to know. If you want to share it with me, then thank you for your trust, and it won't go past me.
Right.
But I'm not going to push.
Right.
I'll share with you, or we don't talk, but, I think that a hairstylist clientele is a reflection on them. Likes attract likes.
Right.
So we find things to talk about. I mean, look at us now.
Right.
Here we are.
Yeah.
And by the way, the first time that you and I met, we hit it off and we talked for a while. We sat together for a while.
Yeah, and they do cool things at Twist. What is there anything? There's a lot of cool stuff going on there. Right?
It turns from a hair salon
it's a
during
cool
the day
culture.
to a club.
Okay, it's a cool culture. So then people and sometimes DJs play there. And
yeah, we have people come in from London. We have people come in from Southern Florida, Tampa. A lot of people. I could name names, but I'm not going to. Because this show is about me, not you. But Twist, we like to take our fellow people and our other lovers. Every man, every woman, every person we hang out with, every customer, client. And I use that term generally because I don't want people to feel like you're just a client. That's someone that's special to me. My clients are my everything.
Right.
I live for you guys. I live for them. And at Twist, we like to make it laid back and homey feeling. People come there. It's kind of funny. I mean, people come in on last Tuesday. Let's say they come in last Tuesday. Get their hair colored. They get the haircut blown out. It lasted till Thursday. Never better. And then on their way home today from work, they grabbed a bottle of wine. It's okay. They grab a bottle of wine on their way home from work, stop at Twist and say, I had a bad day at work. I had to just come here.
And hang out.
They just got their hair done. They're not due for 6 weeks. I mean, it's home to people.
Yeah.
It's their home away from home.
It's a cool...
It's where they get away from life.
The owner there does a lot of art, lets people hang their art, and does a lot of cool
Jill.
stuff. Yeah, right?
Jill,
I mean, so there's always...
rotating artists.
Well, she's saying, hey, we got this place. I want everybody to be able to make something cool with it and out of it. And,
the owner of Twist,
donate to it.
My boss and my best friend, is the most creative person I have ever met in my life.
Yeah, I mean, it's
her
remarkable.
brain functions at a speed, excuse me. Jill's brain functions at a speed 10 times higher than ours, and it's all pure creativity.
Only dogs can hear it. No.
Yeah. Jill's... Oh my God, that's so funny. She's probably listening to this right now. But yeah, Jill's
I don't
mind.
want to get anybody in trouble.
Jill's mind travels so fast that dogs can't even hear it.
She's great. She's great that she does that. She gives creative people like you a place to put down roots.
Absolutely.
So that's what it's that's what it's really all about.
I have to say a lot
helping
of it,
helping it grow.
I'm gonna give you, Jill, my love, many props right now because the man I am today has a lot to do with her. It has to do with my raising by my family. I have a smart family. I also worked really hard to get where I am.
Do you really?
I do, papi. But not only did I come from a good family, not only do I work hard, not only do I do the right thing, as much as I can. I got Jill to thank for really making me a better person.
Giving you a foundation.
I love her.
Yeah. Well,
I owe a lot to you, girl.
Well, you guys rock. You guys are like a little family out there.
Shit.
And it's a cool, eclectic place. It's down off of
changing.
Edgewater, off of just outside of College Park there.
3708 Edgewater Drive.
Rock the house.
407-293-3950.
Well, we'll work. We'll talk to her. We'll give her a sponsorship. We'll play. We'll make some commercials and stuff. So maybe we'll do that. Michael King, truly talented, What do you want to do now? You want to hang out some more? You want to play another song and hang out, or what do you want to do?
Let's play a song. Let me grab a glass of wine, and we'll come back.
Okay.
For our listeners.
What do you like? Hip hop?
Hell yeah! Look at
what
this.
Kind of?
Don't make me start twerking.
All right. Well, I just did this show the other night, so I got to find something in the library here for you there.
You better start switching.
Here's some good R&B. This guy sends us music. His name's Mel Alston Jr. And it's some pretty good R&B. So please enjoy this.
Whenever you're close to me, you get a hold of me. Ain't no letting go. A question that spoke to me, are we supposed to be? We'll never know. It's a feeling eroding me, 'cause baby, I'm known to be something so cold. You should get gone from me. All these sad songs I sing, just do what you're told. I tried to warn you, you should move on to somebody who wants you to give them your all. I'm a dream that can come true. Believe me, I want to, but I might just undo the angel you are. Whenever I touch you, I get a rush through the part that don't trust you. The rise of my fall, the magic that loves to lovers and dumb fools that can become you. Won't leave me with scars before we lose all control. Yeah. Tell me, can you do the impossible? The pain is taking its toll. Yeah. So show me how to stop the unstoppable. I feel I'm losing my soul. Yeah. And I'm drowning in a river of tears so slow. You came to save me, I know, yeah. But it's gonna take more than a miracle. When you put your lips to me and damage me mentally, your kiss is insane. A pleasure for misery, twisting me physically. You're all in my veins. I'm afraid of your mystery, scared of you missing me, and calling my name. Sweet nothings you're whispering, your touch is so sizzling, but I'll never change. See, I wanna taste you, to open the safe to know that which makes you the secret you are. But whenever I face you, I wonder will fate prove the same as mistakes do. That dreaming is flawed, so maybe I'll save you, steer you away through the need that will take you a little too far. So I just erase you, forget and replace you in order to chase you from the deep of my thought. Before we lose our control, yeah. Tell me, can you do the impossible? The pain is taking its toll, yeah. So show me how to stop the unstoppable. I feel I'm losing my soul, yeah. And I'm drowning in a river of tears so slow. You came to save me, I know, yeah. But it's gonna take more than a miracle. What you can't do for me, that I can't do for myself. She said you ride till the wheels fall. I call a shotgun with a seatbelt. Out of control, we in the fast lane. On the road, the richest shit, the track day. She said there ain't no way bitches look at me, but I just roll with it like a craps game. Type of shit when you at the top. Everybody wants a spot, everything is calm. So keep up with a pro, 'cause I ain't ordinary show. And this ain't regular shit. I put in work to live like this. So cruise with me on the road, kiss. For a minute, they come out with a grip. Tell me, can you do the impossible? The pain is taking its toll, yeah. So show me how to stop the unstoppable. I feel I'm losing my soul, yeah. And I'm drowning in the river of tears so slow. You came to save me, I
All right, so welcome back once again. That totally wasn't even really R&B, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to tell. That was Mel Alston Jr. with Jay Griffey, The Impossible. That's pretty dope. Exactly. Thank you. Nice little ending there. I didn't know. I had that little tag on. So we've got some people in the studio. We had a great interview and chat and got to meet MK, a hair artist here in Orlando at twisthairstudio.com. And now we did a little news, and now we got a room full of people. And how's everybody doing?
We're doing well. This is the only show I've
So
ever
good.
been on.
So good.
It's all right, darling.
It's the only show you ever
It's
been
all
on?
right. Well,
Everybody's good
it's
hair.
the only one I've ever participated in.
All right, so that's Jean, my wife, and what's your name again?
My name's Travis.
Travis?
And, yep.
How you doing?
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
I'm
And,
Robert. Happy to
Thanks
be
for
here.
having
Hello,
me.
Robert. My name is Smithley.
Hello, Smithy.
It's odd, isn't it? It's an odd name, but
My name is Abdul. Happy to be here, everybody.
it's so odd you wouldn't question it, Smithley. Anyway, welcome. So this is just the banter
Thank
mode, I
you.
guess. This is just all sitting here hanging out talking.
We're just hanging out, shooting the shiz. We're shooting the
Shooting the
shiz.
shiz, or okay, shooting the shiz.
Yeah, we all got
okay.
mics. We're all hanging out. Yeah,
this-
it's great. It's great.
Is this
Thank you
on?
for having
Is
me.
this on? Is
Yeah,
this
it's
mic
on.
on?
It's on.
I'm
It's on.
joking.
You
I'm
can't
joking.
you hear yourself?
Roll up here.
Wait.
I can hear myself. I was joking. I tell jokes occasionally. You cut us off again?
This is the segment where we don't really have an agenda.
We'll just listen to some tunes.
We're just
I
hanging
mean,
out.
we're waiting for those calls. Where are the calls? I thought
Where's-
everybody was calling.
Oh, you can call in 407-379-9529 if you do want to call in and you got a question for Michael or you've got an event to plug. We'll be happy to help here. Or if you're Howard Stern, please call us. No. Anyway.
Howie.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to call you.
So I'm just checking the social media. We're getting a lot of hits here.
You get a lot of hits.
Liking
How we doing in the hit
We're getting a lot of
department?
why do they call
Everybody,
it?
listen to me. Listen to me.
Why can't they say you're getting a lot of spanks there?
Oh.
Caught you off guard completely.
Hey.
I'd rather have a spanking than a hit.
Well, wouldn't we all?
I know, right?
You've been a bad.
So Michael, I am going to trust you. I need help with my hair.
Okay.
I went and just got my hair done at a salon called
Get some other kind of music up in here.
Marilyn Monroe. I should have just run away when I saw that shit.
Oh, my God. What are you talking about?
Amen.
I know, right? I should have
Wait a
run.
second.
I
So
should
you
have. I should have ran away.
Wait, you went to Marilyn Monroe to get your hair done?
No, I went to the Marilyn Monroe called Hair Salon by the Trader Joe's in Winter Park,
Okay.
and it looked good when I walked out. Don't get me wrong, but now it's kind of scary.
Don't slam anybody. All right.
I'm not. I didn't say the stylist.
Wait, did you say the place?
It's okay. I can say
Delete
the
it. Delete it.
We have to do it all over.
place. No, we don't. It's
Don't get
MM.
this in there.
It's MM. Not Michael, but MM. But I'm going to go to MM to have him fix Michael to have him fix my hair. That's why I have a hat on right now. Though I'm not a man, I am androgynous.
You're
Come
still
on,
beautiful.
baby.
Yes, I do have too many male hormones.
I would have too many female types.
What
There
the
you
hell?
go.
What
or
the
maybe I'm
hell's
just
happening?
surrounded by them.
I dealt with it my own way.
You know, I always talked about owning a salon one day called Silence, and the only part of the talking, or the only talking that goes on is when you walk in, you check in for your appointment, and then there's a consultation room. We sit there for 15, half hour, however many minutes it may take, once we have our idea, and then we go for it. And we walk into another room, and the music is blasting, and you are silent. I mean, how
Ooh.
great would that be? Just music.
Well, that would be
Shut
great,
up,
but
people.
basically, don't you think that a hair artist is this kind of a psychiatrist at times?
At times, you know, and that's pretty cool. I mean, my mom always told me that trust was the best gift anybody could give you, which I believe, you know. Having trust is people putting their stuff into you, you know, and hopefully you've got enough. I just can't even.
Do you really want to go there?
I do really want to go
You
there,
do?
everybody.
I spit on you.
But you, I spit on you back then.
I spit.
I spit back.
It's from
Can I
our
get another one?
Go, do
Get
it.
some other kind of music up in here.
That was you?
Yeah, it was me.
Wow.
There were balloons left over from a birthday that was at the salon recently, and we were sucking the helium today
Changing
Oh,
our
that's
voices.
funny.
Everybody was talking like
You should have
this.
recorded that. You should have
So-
brought some of that over here.
Well,
then.
I'm just doing it again now. I saved some healing.
Is that what
in
it
the
sounds
back.
like?
Yeah.
Oh, you got some stored in
I
your
kept it, yeah.
cerebrus or
Yeah,
whatever.
sort of.
So, Michael, what do you think the first drug that a human has ever tried? What's
I
the first
definitely-
drug?
Well, I definitely. I don't know.
I know, but I'm just asking you if you know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the answer. They do say weed is the gateway
Chocolate.
drug.
No, the first drug is when you spin as a child.
Okay.
Oh, you lose your balance.
It's a
You
high.
lose your balance. It's a high, and you lay down on the ground, and everything looks different, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the teacups were my favorite, ironically.
Altered consciousness.
Altered
That's-
spinning.
Well,
is-
I tell you, that's profound that you say that because the teacups was
Oh,
my
me too.
favorite
Love the
ride,
teacups.
and that just was like the beginning to a hell of a ride. In
That's
life
what I'm
for me
saying.
personally.
And then we moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, well, it took some time for it to set in, or for me to get a little kick in the ass, or fire under the ass, if you will. But I think those who make it through the rain and the storm have a bigger purpose than just what they're doing for work.
There you go.
And I'm lucky to be here, and grateful to be here, and proud to be here.
And you're
I'm
also
pretty
doing
damn
what you
proud to
love.
be
You
here
should be
right
thankful
now,
for that as
sitting
well.
with you, knowing my family is listening.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a good
real cool.
guy. He's a good guy.
What a guy!
I believe in him.
What is happening?
We're just having fun. We're just having fun. We're rolling.
It's all good.
We're rolling with it.
Rolling with the punches, as they say.
We're not rolling.
in the
We're just
business.
rolling with the punches. But
So there you go.
yes, when I grow up, I want to look just like you, Michael.
Me too.
If only I had a penis.
Wow, this is going
I used
in
to get-
great.
I used to
All
get
right.
called the crow.
Let's
I used
just
to get called
yeah.
the crow.
I'm sorry.
Let's
It's
cut
a-
her mic. Cut her mic. Cut her mic. That's what.
Circumcise the mic for her. Oh, he did cut her mic.
You're back. No, she's back.
No, it's every.
Oh my
woman's
God,
thing.
Mike! He cut her.
It's every woman's fantasy.
No, he didn't just cut her, Mike.
Charlie Bitboy.
What's that?
You never watched that video?
It sounds like Forrest Gump or something.
Charlie Bitboy. And it really, really hurt. It's on YouTube. It's a little boy. His little brother bit him. Charlie.
Oh my God.
Charlie
I've seen that.
Bitboy.
Have you ever seen the one about the unicorn?
I know.
that is disturbing.
Oh my goodness. You got to watch You Forgot the Blueberries. You
Charlie.
will die. Charlie Bitboy.
So,
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
What?
Oh, okay. His brother, yeah.
Charlie. It really, really hurt. You Forgot the Blueberries. Everybody, watch You Forgot the Blueberries.
well, we will.
What is that?
It's a
like
YouTube video.
Charlie. It's like Charlie, except without
Oh,
the
called
blueberries.
You Forgot
But
the
much,
Blueberries.
much better.
Much better than Charlie.
Much better than Charlie
So let
getting
me
his finger
ask
back.
you
Yeah.
one question. I think is really important.
Okay.
How do we make an appointment with you, Michael? Like, do I call the salon? Do I call you
Okay.
directly?
What's it that?
Well, I'll
What's-
tell you
what's
right
about
now,
that,
if you want to
man?
get a hold of me and you want to get your hair done, you want to get your hair done well,
Yes.
by someone who's a professional,
Yes.
is intuitive, you're going to call 407-293-3950. You can visit our website at twisthairstudio.com.
I would much prefer calling you, though, Michael.
Well, I'm not going to talk
He
to
was
you. You're
doing-
just going to have to
all right.
make the appointment and
We'll
come
have
in
to
for
go.
a
All right.
consultation appointment.
I will.
So we'll have
I
to
will.
go. We'll let's record a commercial after this. Then we'll go off air. We'll record a commercial.
We could do it.
All right. You're listening to WJBW Network, so we thank you for hanging out and joining us. Any last closing thoughts? Let's close this out, and then I'm going to go do a crossword puzzle.
If you can't be yourself, who you going to be?
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
The king is in the house.
What the?
Yeah.
Any closing?
I just said if you
Craziness?
Can't if you can't craziness.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, the craziness comes when we're off air.
okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming out again. You're a talented guy. Thank you once again for being in studio guest. We have a crazy crew in here, so there you go. I appreciate it.
Hey,
I
thank you
appreciate
so
guys
much for
coming
having
out.
me. It was really, really, really a pleasure.
Oh, and one more thing. I want to give a shout out to Jill. She owns Twisted Hair Studios, and she saw the brilliance in Michael.
Actually, I do have a couple more things to say. Can I say them?
Yes. He's speechless.
I've got no words. No, I want to give a big thank you to my family for giving me the strength and the smarts, because I think that me sitting here with you guys in this studio is not only an honor, but it's also a really, really huge thing for me and for my Zia and my grandparents and my mom to be listening to 1,000 miles away, potentially some friends. All that got me here was doing the right thing,
Right.
It was hard work, but when you're doing the right thing, it's actually not hard work. It comes really easily. It's just being able to choose whether to do the right thing or not.
Well, getting up and doing what you love every day is a gift right there, right? So, I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, man, because you're making a great impact. You're doing, I mean, people that have hair like 15 years are coming to you going, I trust you to help me out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, so that's fantastic, and that says a lot right there. So, and that's just, one side of it, one side of the hexagon.
Yeah, and it was also one half of what I was saying.
Yeah, but maybe more than a
saying you
half
cut
or a
him
quarter.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, Jeannie's got it. You cut me off.
I cut him off?
Yeah. Off with
Oh,
his
I'm sorry.
hair.
I'm sorry.
Off with his hair.
It's okay. We forgive you. It's okay.
And secondly, I do want to thank Jill, the owner of Twist Hair Studio, and my boss. I'll say it, my boss. And she loves to tell everybody she's the property manager of the house I rent. So, and shout out to my property manager. You made me a better man, babe.
What about you got some cool pit bulls too, right? You got some dogs?
I've got 2 German Shepherds, 2 pit bulls, a Shepherd mix, and a partridge in a pear tree. Oh, and a habanero pepper tree that's growing very well.
That partridge, he's got to have his damn hookworms for whatever reason.
Hookworms.
7 a.m. with an Earl Grey tea. It's crazy.
I gotta get up every day, 7 a.m. I gotta make Earl
I don't
Grey
know what
tea.
to do.
I don't know. I'm getting tired of it, though. I'm really tired. I'm sick and tired of everybody and everything.
Well, I appreciate you, again, coming in studio. Thanks, guys. It was fun as hell. Let's give a little shout out to, before we close things out, we want to recognize our sponsors at least once a show. So streetjelly.com. If you're a musician and you play music on the streets, Street Jelly is for you to create a profile and play music on the streets of the internet, basically. So you can get tipped out. So it's online busking at its finest, the originator of this type of great platform for people to get creative and get monetized. Streetjelly.com. Art Army, here we go.
The revolution has begun. From the front lines to your imagination. A revolution is a dramatic change in ideas or practice. This is a revolution, a dramatic change. This is the Art Army.
There we go. So everybody is an artist. Go to artarmy.org and sign up today. Take the Renaissance Manifesto. Take that seriously. Everybody's an artist, and that's why there are sponsors, because you're a hair artist. You're one of the first hair artists we've spoken with, someone who takes it seriously and does it. And we hope great things for you. And everybody go to
artarmy.org.
Artarmy.org. Yeah, give me a plug. Give me a voice and say artarmy.org.
Hey, everybody, No. Everybody, I want you to go to your computer. I want you to get all of your hands, all of your fingertips on the keyboard, and I want you to go to artarmy.org. Artarmy.org. If you know what's good for you and good for me and good for everybody to have a very good kind of day, you go to that website, and I promise you, all artists will aspire to be better, be all that they can be at artarmy.org.
Thank you.
Good night, my friends, all of you. Good night.